Hey guys, Icy here. I got a few requests to make a video about Rallying Cry, so let's take a closer look at this set and see if it's actually good or just complete trash. So this set has 2 lines of critical chance and 1 line of max magicka, which has the same set layout as combat physician. And the 5th line reads, while battle spirit is active, critically healing yourself or an ally causes you and up to 11 other group members within 12 meters to gain 300 weapon and spell damage and 1650 crit resistance for 20 seconds. Each group member affected reduces the weapon and spell damage by 15 and crit resistance by 83. And this can occur once every 15 seconds. So the first thing that comes to mind is that this is a strictly PvP set. You cannot run this in PvE because the 5th line only works when the battle spirit passive is present, which is only available in PvP scenarios like dueling, Cyrodiil, BGs, and Imperial City. The second part is that it procs off of critically healing someone. Now all classes can run a critical chance build, but it would synergize a little bit better on the Sorc, Warden, and Necro because they all have some sort of passive or skill that can benefit from when they invest in critical chance for healing. Now you can double bar this set and run it as a 5-5-1, and just for an example, something like Ethereal Ascension, Rallying Cry, and Snow Treaders, or if you're more experienced, you can do a front bar back bar setup like Rallying Cry on the front bar Resto Staff, then Iron Blood on the back. Since you are primarily on the front bar with your Resto Staff, it should be very easy to maintain that 100% uptime, and from my own testing, I found it very easy to maintain that uptime when I was running about 30% crit chance. You could probably get away with 20% crit chance, but I'll compromise and say you want to have at least 25%. The third part is the weapon and spell damage bonus. Now, because I love doing comparisons, let's see where the set ranks alongside the other supportive sets that grant weapon and spell damage. In our top 3, we have Olorime, Spell Power Cure, Powerful Assault, and Scorian's Feast. Rallying Cry comes in 4th, but because it constantly shifts with the ebb and flow of combat, it'll go from 4th to last depending on how many people you can actually proc with that set. Now, here's a quick chart for every level of Rallying Cry. In BGs, since that is a static 4-player team, usually you'll always be able to maintain your weapon and spell damage buff between 300 and 255 depending on how many allies you're able to hit. And just for reference, proccing the set on 3 people is the same as giving everyone 1 piece of an infused weapon spell damage enchant for your jewelry. 7 people is about the same as minor courage. 10 is 1 piece of non-infused weapon spell damage enchant on your jewelry, and 12 is about the same as giving everyone 1 extra line of weapon and spell damage on their gear. Now for the 4th part, critical resistance, it functions the same way, and the only other support set that gives critical resistance to our allies is transmutation. So if you look at the chart here, if you're playing in 4-person BGs, it'll give the same amount of resistance as transmutation or more depending if you're able to hit your team or not. Alright, so what is the consensus? Honestly, this set is busted as hell. Rallying Cry is definitely one of those sets that should be in every single group, whether in BGs or open world. Yeah, it does have less weapon and spell damage compared to Olorime, Spell Power Cure, or Powerful Assault, but because it also provides that crit resistance, I think it actually makes Rallying Cry the best support set in the game for PvP healers. And you should know that if you do want to maximize your team's weapon and spell damage, make sure you also have Spell Power Cure or PA in your pocket just in case someone else is already wearing Rallying Cry. This set does not stack and you do not want to overlap with someone else's. It will just refresh the buff, which is nice, but if they're wearing blue or purple Rallying Cry and they proc theirs after yours, which is golded out, then your team will have less weapon and spell damage and less crit resistance. Alright, so that is all I have for this video. Let me know what you guys thought, or if you have any PvP healer questions you'd like me to answer. See ya.